do breakout players for the Vikings in 2023. All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar with Lupagus. Game is only 5 days away. Let's do some breakout players. Guys are just going to explode all over the place.
Yeah, again, a little bit of a calm before the storm before we can really start talking Bucks and then talk about what happens when the Vikings kick their ass. So we're going to talk about breakout players for 2023.
Yes, before we do that, remember, download Underdog Fantasy. Get the app. Do it right now. Link down in the description. Put promo code SKOL when you do that. They will match up to your first 100 bones. Pick them. Best ball fantasy, the easiest place to play it by far. I'm already in. I'm in like 4 season-long leagues. Wow. I haven't done any other ones. We're doing Onebar and Lupagus one, but there it is. They match your deposit up to 100 bones.
Sounds like you must have a lot of friends.
I do. Thank you for asking. Thank you. I hope a lot of these guys on our list have a lot of friends. What a segue we just did.
I'm sure they do.
Who was a big breakout player last year?
Well, I mean,
God, no. Darrisaw was the breakout player.
Okay, I was going to say Osborne, but that was the year before.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there were a couple, but Darrisaw, the one that really sticks out to me.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's the right one.
All right, let's do it in no particular order. And as always, comments. Who are your breakout players for the Vikings in 2023? Kapow!
Yeah, and that's why Josh Oliver, 26 career receptions. I expect him to have 26 by week 6 this year. He's going to be a part. He's not going to be a focal point of this offense, but I think he's going to see some balls come his way more than he ever has before in his life. So I think he's actually put up some decent numbers this year as a receiver.
I'm sorry, did you say 26 receptions by week 6?
Yeah, he said he had 26 career, right?
Yeah.
So he's going to end up with career high numbers. I mean, look at Johnny Munt last year. As he comes in, he didn't have a great year. I mean, by most people's standards, but he had a career year, and I think the same thing's going to happen with Josh Oliver.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned Johnny Munt because Irv Smith had 25 receptions last year. Johnny Munt had 19 receptions last year. All those looks and probably more are going to Josh Oliver. The guy has been the talk of training camp. I mean, everybody is just saying this dude is legit. He's going to be fantastic. And he's a great blocker. So even the stats aside, he's been buried in Baltimore behind Mark Andrews. I mean, they some games they barely even throw the damn ball in Baltimore. So he's going to be a hell of a gift.
Yeah, especially in the red zone. Look for him in the red zone.
Those big old mitts. All right, next breakout player. Boom, Patty Jones.
Let you start on this one.
Yeah, I mean, it's time. It's time. I know we're top heavy with Davenport, Danielle Hunter. We've mentioned a million times where, Davenport injury, maybe he goes down. Patrick Jones is the guy to step in. Snaps last year. DJ Wanham had 593 snaps last year. Patrick Jones had 319. Flip that shit around this year. Patrick Jones is going to get after it. I wouldn't be surprised if he had 8 sacks.
Well, and we're expecting, Brian Flores to use different personnel, mix up the looks, use the guys a lot more, rotate them in, and I'll keep everybody fresh. So I think that'll help as far as it goes for snap count for Patrick Jones. And yeah, a guy who's just kind of, each year he's been in the league, he's kind of taking that next step. So doubling his sack total from last year would definitely be a step forward. And yeah, I mean, of all these guys on this list, he's probably my biggest breakup player for 2023 for the Vikings.
Gives us the warm and fuzzies for the future.
Absolutely.
Come on, Patrick. Let's go. Byron Murphy, the new kid in town.
Yeah, and the reason why, someone say, well, he's already broken out. He's already, a damn good player. But this is the year he could take it to the next level. Like, he could become a true shutdown corner. If you believe in everything that you've heard from him in camp, how he's just absolutely locking down these receivers that he goes against with these joint practices with the Titans and the Cardinals. Murphy just dominating. And so it's been rave reviews. Let's hope it carries over because to actually have a true shutdown corner would be something we haven't had in quite a while.
Yeah, old Murph. I think his time in Arizona, which was a very shitty defense as well, bad stuff there. I think he was just like each year he was getting better and better. He wasn't really broke out yet, and he's cornerback 1 here. He's the guy. We're relying 100% on him, and everything we've heard so far is nothing but good. So this is the year he gets himself on the map in the NFL, not with just the Vikings, but he's going to be one of the best damn corners in the NFC, period.
In the league. Let's take it one step further. Entire league.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I hope you're right. I hope you're right.
I'm going there.
All right, next up's an easy one. Alexander Madison.
And this just might just be because of sheer volume he's going to see as the Vikings lead back. I mean, he doesn't have to be that great. He could average 3.4 yards a carry
Better
and
not.
still have career numbers.
I
So
don't
he's going to
consider
break
that
out
breakout.
personally, regardless. The fact that the thing is how much he's going to break out, you know, compared to like some of the other best backs in the league.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not all stat wise either. I mean, he's going to be a big part of this offense. Obviously, I mean, when you look at his averages over the last couple of years, it's easy to point at him. But I was reading an article. I don't remember who wrote it. It was basically you got to look at those snaps. I mean, he's taking those usually in the red zone or between the 5. So it's like there's not much room there to get to really boost that up. Madison, another big. This guy's got to break out. Kwesi moves on from Dalvin Cook, takes a big move, puts it in Alexander Madison. I like the move.
He's got to do it. No, it's his time. His time has come. He's got to take that opportunity and run with it, and we expect him to.
Chandler, Myles Gaskin, cover gets a little bare after old Alex, so he needs to whoop some shit up.
He will. He will.
Bingo! Last one, Caleb Evans, CB2. We got both our starting corners on here.
Well, it's because we need a corner to break out. We want this to happen. And Caleb Evans, you know, he had the concussions last year, missed some time, but sounds like he's all good this year. He's looked good in camp. Looks like he is cornerback too, like you said here in the amazing graphic you put together.
Thank you.
Saw some flashes last year where he was making some plays, but he also had his fair share of bad plays. But maybe the way he's using Florida's defense will help him really, truly break out.
Yeah, and he's got to stay healthy. That's the only thing. And if he does stay healthy, I mean, you got to look at the context of the word breakout for Caleb Evans. Obviously, that's different than with Byron Murphy. Breakout to me is that he's a pretty good cornerback too, because we haven't seen much of it. And I consider that a breakout big time. I mean, a 4th rounder last year was not looked at as a 4th round pick. This man could make Kwesi look very smart.
He could, or he can make him look like a damn fool.
Well, if he gets hurt early, we're effed.
We are effed.
Just I don't know. Ain't good.
Now we'll be fine. We got Flash Thompson down the depth chart. He'll step up. He'll take over.
Flash. All right, those are our 5 potential breakout players. Let us know in the comments who you think or you hope, whatever you want, will break out in 2020.
Yeah. And remember this. More iPhones are sold every day than people are born.
My word.